Hello everyone and welcome to my next part of my Wii Wicca series, What If I Was in Charge of Super Smash Bros. Today I'll be talking about the stages I would have in, not really the returning stages, maybe a little bit, but I'm mainly going to be talking about new stages. Now, without further ado, let's get into this. Now, of course, I'm obviously going to have Battlefield and Final Destination returns, but in new formats, so they can be considered new. But as for other stages, I would honestly include more Super Smash Bros. Series stages. This mountain area was in Bowser Jr. and Mega Man's trailer, and I would call it Smash Mountain. But, of course, that wouldn't be the only version of it, as you can also have the version of it from Greninja's trailer. Now, the next stage I have, it's basically, remember the very first cutscene in Super Smash Bros.? Well, I'd have that in and call it the beginning. Next, finally, who recognizes this stage? It's the DS from Mario Kart DS, but, however, it's not going to be exactly like this. I plan on having a stage similar to this, called Gamer's Universe, where basically it shows in the background each of Nintendo's big game systems, and of course, at random, you can be struck with something that will put your character in the visuals of what they're like on that system. Now, as for non-Super Smash Bros. Stages, getting onto actual character series, I would have Odyssey Tours from Super Mario Odyssey, where basically you fly around on the Odyssey to the different kingdoms. After that, I want a retro Donkey Kong game, like the original Donkey Kong. But however, I didn't really like 75M. Plus, I feel like 25M would represent the game much, much better. After that, Minigame Plaza from the Mario Party series. Basically, it would be the replacement for the WarioWare Inc., but include more of Mario Party minigames in it. And the Olympic Stadium would represent the Mario and Sonic series and will have you compete in one of 3 events at random throughout the stage. For more stages, Wario Land from the Virtual Console. Well, not the Virtual Console, the Virtual Boy. It didn't really do that well, but it basically follows the same kind of idea that Dreamland from Smash Bros. For 3DS had, where basically it takes the visuals of that game and goes on with it. Side-scrolling and stuff like that, even though I don't like side-scrolling stages, but it would also stop at some points. Then I would have Bowser's Castle, because honestly, it's about time Bowser gets his own stage. Then I have Paperbook Tales, which is basically going to start on that stage area. And it's basically going to be a follow-up to the Paper Mario stage. However, the twist about this is when it goes to a new stage, it takes more of a book appearance. And then you'll be flipped to other parts of the stage. Now, for Breath of the Wild, I'll have Wild Tower. You'll basically be on top of a tower from Breath of the Wild, and that's really all I have to say about that. Now, this stage is from Super Smash Flash 2. I can't remember what it's called, but I like its idea and concept, but I wanted to do something new with it. Just like with Mario making a stage that references his first game, I want a game that represents Zelda's first game. So I'd have Ancient Zelda, which basically takes the concept from that Smash Flash 2 stage and put an old Zelda twist on it. Forsaken Fortress would basically be Toon Link's stage, and it would be at the Forsaken Fortress at night, of course, and you would have to avoid the spotlights, otherwise monsters will come out and attack you. Then Escape Shaft is basically from Super Metroid. Remember that first level where after defeating Ridley you have to escape? Basically, you're in that little last hallway where you have to go up to the ship. Every once in a little while, we'll have to escape from the bottom and go up and get to the ship before the place explodes. If you don't make it in time, you lose a life or a point, whatever it is. Might be a little. So after that, I'll have Gourmet Rays from Kirby Superstar. Now, I don't really like side-scrollers, but I'd have those two Waddle Dees, as you can see, carrying the platform as they run, and all you do is fight on that platform, while food also comes into the track that you can use to heal yourself. There'd also be Rainbow Curse, which would yet again be another side-scrolling stage, except the difference would be, like the Wario Land stage, it would stop every once in a little while, plus you'll know when it starts moving, because the rainbow twine will appear. Climber Mountain, basically, that was an HD aesthetic version that I made of the original Ice Climbers. Whether it's good or not, I don't know, you guys decide by giving this video a like, but basically, it'd be a vertical scrolling stage, except it will scroll with you, not with the stage. You can break the ice blocks to get up to the next platform, and when you get up to the tallest platform, it will start scrolling up a little bit to where you can be on. So you would have to smash your foes off to the side. And then Oran Fleet, in case you couldn't tell, I took a really bad picture of that, but that's basically during the Kid Hikers chapter where you're going against the Oran Brain, and Pit needs somewhere to land, and so Verity and Palutena give him a platform, and that's basically what you're riding on as it flies through the stage. Of course, after some point, just like in the story, you'll lose that one and get a bigger one. And not only that, but go inside. There won't be a stage boss because, honestly, I don't really like the idea of stage bosses. Plus, I'd have my own story mode in the game. By the way, that's a little spoiler for next episode. And then, for Pokemon that have the Alola League, basically, it'd be kind of like the Kalos League, where you just go between the 4 rooms. The Kalos League won't be returning, though, as I'd have the Prison Tower represent Kalos. Pokemon Stadium DX would basically be a combination of Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, with maybe a little new aesthetics. I can create that as well. Or if we wanted to go with something a little more modern, maybe we could have it be Pokken Stadium. Now, Turf 4 would basically be the Inklings stage, and, well, most people will be like, why not have an actual map? And the reason is, I honestly don't think there's one specific map that should represent the whole entire series, especially since they change every day, so there is no one main map. But I'd have the background change sometimes, and possibly even cannons that squirt out ink of the color. There'd also be a home from Animal Crossing, which basically, I have this idea with Peach's Castle and the Great Deku Tree as well, but I decided to go with the Animal Crossing version of it, so that Villager could have his own stage. But basically, sometimes you're fighting outside, and then you go inside at random points, and then come back outside. And then Blossom City is from Wonderful 101. You fight on top of the bus from that very first level. And Excite Bike Arena would basically be the Excite Biker stage. It won't be scrolling, though. It'll be like how it is in Super Smash Bros. Crusade, which is a fan game online, if you want to play it sometime. I haven't, but it looks cool. And so, I'll also have 1-2 Switch, which it'll go between different minigames, but I really think this could be a cool idea as well. It'd probably just be in the Wizard, I don't know, but I just think it would be cool to have. And then Chibi Robo would have the desktop stage, and yes, that's also from Super Smash Flash, too. Tetris would practically be the same Tetris. You have to avoid the falling blocks, though, because they could crush you and stuff like that. And then there's Qbert, because honestly, he's a great gaming icon. Most people know him. And so I think it'd be cool. That's also a stage in Super Smash Bros. Crusade, if you haven't played. Then there's also Park Avenue, which would be Sonic's stage. Central Highway, which will be Mega Man's stage. The Pac-Man maze, basically, I know there's a Pac maze, but I think this will be cool for 8-player Smash to, like, have the full-out maze to battle in. And then Bomberman Fields would have, well, as you see there, the place Bomberman. Now, I'd also have Vanland from Rayman. And the Minecraft stage, which some people might say it should be the Nether or the End, but honestly, this will just randomly generate a Minecraft world map for you to fight on, where you can break the blocks just like in Minecraft. I don't have a stage, however, for these two. You guys can let me know if you want. And just like in the past game, there are Omega forms or stages. There will be Alpha forms in mine, which will basically be the Battlefield format. And Delta, which I didn't touch on much earlier, but it'll basically take the format of the beginning, where it randomizes between 5 different setups every time. Well, that's all I want. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you all later. Bye.